the bone that sang the truth. Once, in a kingdom nestled between tall mountains and deep woods, a terrible creature woke up. It was a wild boar, huge and black as midnight, with tusks like curved ivory swords. The boar was hungry and angry. It roared through the valley, trampling fields and scaring the people. The kingdom lived in fear, locking their doors and trembling at dusk. King Theron, worried for his people, made a solemn proclamation. The hero who slays this terrible beast will win the hand of my daughter, Princess Alara, and inherit vast riches. Two brothers heard the announcement. Gareth, the older, clever and proud, and Rhys, the younger, quiet and kind. Both set out on the quest, though they kept to separate paths. Rhys ventured deep into the shadowy woods. He stopped by a crooked old oak tree to share his stale bread with a scruffy bird. As he did, a little man appeared from the roots. "Kindness is a strong shield," the little man, Mr. Willow, whispered. He handed Rhys a spear crafted from black wood. "This spear is swift and true. It asks only for a gentle hand." Rhys thanked Mr. Willow and continued onward. Meanwhile, Gareth had boasted his way through the forest, loud and clumsy, disturbing the quiet peace. He waited by the river, certain his younger brother would fail. Rhys tracked the boar's massive hoofprints until he found the beast crashing through a thicket. The creature snorted steam and lowered its cruel tusks, ready to charge. Rhys raised the black spear, remembering the words, swift and true. He did not throw it in fear, but with determination. The moment the spear left his hand, it flew straight and hit its mark. The great wild boar dropped instantly, silent and still. Rhys stood over the fallen beast, amazed at the magic of the spear. The terror of the kingdom was over. With tremendous effort, Rhys managed to tie the boar to a sturdy branch, planning how he would drag it back to the castle to claim the prize. He felt the long journey home ahead of him. Suddenly, Rhys saw Gareth waiting for him near an old wooden bridge over a deep gorge. "Brother," Gareth called, smiling falsely. "Rest here, you look tired. The work is mostly done now." As Rhys bent down, weary from his task, Gareth struck him with a heavy stone. The younger brother fell without a sound. Gareth, heart black with jealousy, shoved Rhys's body beneath the bridge. Gareth buried Rhys quickly in the muddy earth beneath the stones, and then tossed the magical black spear into the deepest part of the rushing water. No one would ever know the truth. Gareth then dragged the boar the rest of the way. When he arrived at the castle gates, he proclaimed loudly, "I, Gareth, have risked my life and slain the wild boar." King Theron was overjoyed. He praised Gareth's bravery and immediately commanded the royal tailor to prepare a fine wedding suit. The celebrations began that very evening. Soon, Gareth married the beautiful Princess Alara. He lived in the castle, enjoying the wealth and the praise, never giving a thought to the kind brother he had murdered. Years passed. The kingdom settled back into peace. The old wooden bridge, where the crime had been committed, still stood over the deep, running gorge. One autumn morning, Shepherd Corin stopped beneath the bridge to rest. He noticed a small, snow-white bone, washed clean by the river and glistening faintly in the muddy bank. Corin picked up the bone. It was smooth and strong, and he thought it would make a perfect shepherd's horn to call his flock. He took it home and carefully carved holes into its surface. As soon as Corin raised the newly carved horn to his lips and blew, it didn't make the sound of a normal horn. Instead, a clear, sweet voice sang out. The song was sad and true. It sang, "Ah, dear shepherd, you play my poor bone. My brother Gareth slew me and buried me alone while he claimed the glory and the crown." Trembling, Shepherd Corin carried the singing horn straight to the castle. The guards, recognizing the strange, sweet music, let him pass to the king's hall. King Theron heard the terrible song repeat the whole truth. His face grew pale, then fierce. He stared at Gareth, who was frozen in horror, unable to deny the singing bone. The king commanded the guards to dig beneath the old bridge. They found Rhys's body, and the truth was undeniable. Gareth was led away and punished for his wicked crime. Rhys was given a proper burial, and the kingdom honored the true hero at last.